Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So as most of you know, I love taking photos of birds and I love having the birds here in the garden. Angie especially enjoys being out here and hearing the bird sounds because it's something that's pretty amazing. Amberlyn definitely loves the birds. She's been learning a little bit about photography from me, and I'm trying to teach her to use the camera a little bit more so we can actually capture these birds in motion and back here. But what's pretty cool is what we have to show you here today is we have some bird feeders, and actually not just bird feeders. We got one bird feeder, a hummingbird feeder, and a bird water for the garden back here. They were sent to us by Kingsyard, and I'll put some the links down below in the description so you guys can go ahead and check them out. But they have some pretty cool products. They sent us 3 different products that we're gonna use here today in the garden because, again, we love having the birds in the garden. Amberlyn is trying to learn about photography, and I think it's a pretty cool thing to be able to attract as many birds as possible so we can go ahead and, you know, use that knowledge of photography so she can learn and do that as well. And absolutely have the birds in the garden because they definitely take care of a lot of the insects that are in here, especially during the times when it starts getting a little bit humid and we start seeing a lot of the slugs and the hostas and mosquitoes all over the place. They tend to take care of that stuff for us. All right, so before we get started showing you what we have here on the table, I'm gonna go ahead and play a quick video of the bird water that I already set up and put up on the tree here. All right, so that bird water, I think it's pretty cool. It has kind of like a Coke bottle shape, and it definitely works. I flipped it over, you see the water come out, and as the birds drink that water up, it just keeps refilling that little container in the bottom. And it's easy to refill. You could just unscrew it. I flip that up while I'm up there and just screw it back on there after I fill it with water. And I think it's a pretty cool product because not only do the birds use the bird bath out here to drink, we also been putting out little bowls of water here, and they definitely enjoy it. We have the pond that we haven't set up yet, and they definitely enjoy drinking water out of that as well. But I think that's going to be a great addition into the garden because they're going to be able to drink out of that, and the bird feeders is just right next to them. So the first product we're actually going to show you here that's on the table, I'm going to let Amberlyn open it up, is our hummingbird feeder. Now, all these products that we have here come in different colors. We went ahead and chose some colors, not typical to what we usually have. I know the bird water it has like a green type of you know, again, like the Coke bottles, that greenish tint to it. And our hummingbird feeder, we went ahead and got it in blue. What do you think about that, Amberlyn?
I think it looks pretty cool.
So this one is a blue color, and just like that bird water, this jar right here comes loose, and we put our nectar in here. I'm gonna go ahead and let Amberlyn do that right now because we have some hummingbird nectar here. Go ahead and open that up. And as you can see, it has all these little flower shapes here, the little nozzles here, the trumpets where the hummingbirds would come and actually drink out of. Yeah. And so it's a pretty cool product. We're gonna go ahead and screw this back on here real quick. And I'm not gonna flip it over yet until we actually get it ready to go on the tree there. You know what, let's go ahead and flip it over. I'm gonna do it off the camera here, so just in case it spills. So there it goes. And I can see it starting to fill in the little chamber down here. You can see the little air bubbles going down there, so it's actually filling the chamber up. Definitely excited to get this on the tree. I know Amberlyn is, because one of the things we do want to catch here is hummingbirds in motion, because I think that's pretty cool to catch in the garden, not just you know, stationary or anything, because they'll come and land on the tree here, and that's a pretty cool thing for them to be doing. But I think catching them in motion is going to be something that's pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right. So another part of this product here that I actually found very awesome to have is it has this cup right here, and I forget the name of it. Let me look it up real quick. What is that called? Can you read that right there? No, it doesn't say on here.
I don't think so.
Well, either way, what this cup does right here, it prevents, because we're hanging this on a tree, it prevents ants or anything from crawling down the wire or whatever you're going to use to hang it with from getting to this sweet nectar. And when I say prevents is we'll fill this up with a little bit of water, maybe a little bit of dish soap. We'll see what we put in there. And as they crawl down, they have no other way to go but into this dish before they actually start crawling down into the nectar there. So the water's going to prevent them from getting to this sweet nectar. And you know, that's a plus, especially when you have something like this in the garden that's very sugary or has anything that's going to attract any ants or anything like that. So it's basically how it goes like that. It's going to go like this. This part's going to hang from the top. And again, there's that bowl where the water's actually going to sit. So what do you think about it? Think it's pretty cool?
Yeah.
What do you think about the color?
The color looks nice.
Typically red, right? But
yeah, but this time.
Yeah, we're going to go with the blue and see what that looks like. I think it looks great. I think it's a great color.
Yeah.
All right, and the next product we have here is another birdhouse. What we're going to do is we have our red one that we normally have up here. You can probably see it right behind me there. Yep. We've had that one up for quite some time, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch that one out with this one here, because we have a color that's going to contrast with a particular bird that likes to come and eat out of that bird feeder, and it's a red cardinal, and it keeps going to that bird feeder there, and I just want that contrast. You want to go ahead and open that up?
Yeah.
So I want that contrast when that cardinal lands on the bird feeder, because I think it's going to contrast perfectly with this one. Grab that side out. And here we go. We have a green birdhouse that I think is going to contrast perfectly with that red cardinal. We also have those house finches that have that red head on there as well. I think it's going to look perfect. I think it's going to look lovely. I think it's going to look great. We're going to find out maybe later on where we put the red birdhouse, right?
Yeah.
We have plenty of room on this tree out here. We'll figure out a spot. We also have a magnolia in the front that maybe we could put a birdhouse on there. We'll definitely figure that out, but I wanted to show you this one. You can take this off. That's the roof to it. So the roof is completely removable to this birdhouse right here, which is a great thing because it makes it easier to put the food in here and take it on and off, of course. But just to show it to you real quick, you have this side that's graded right here. You'll put a little bit thicker food that's not going to be able to fall out. And they'll just eat from the cage right here, so that's a good thing. And then you have this side over here that has clear glass where you can put the food, and it has little perches here. So you got one perch here, and then they can land right here. These little perches right here fold out as well, so you can land on there and eat from that bottom hole there. So that's pretty cool. And then you have some suit cages. You have one on this side and one on this side. So how about we put some suit in there first? So you can leave the top off for now. So here's a nut and mealworm suit. And this is very easy to do. I'll let Amberlyn do the next one, but opens up just like that. We're gonna squeeze that into the suit cage there, and then just close it right back up. And that's it for that one. And then I'll let you do that next one, Amberlyn.
Then berry treat suit.
Berry treat suit. And don't want to touch it with our hands because it's a little bit sticky. But here, let's tilt it this way a little bit so you can have a little bit easier time.
Yeah.
Squeeze it till it falls out. There you go. Easy. And then you just close it. Make sure that snaps. There you go. Easy. Then let's go ahead and where's our bird food? You want to grab the bird food there?
Yep.
So I have a bird food here. This is just a wild bird food mix. You want to give me the? Oh, I got this right here. This one has a lot of different grains in there. It's got some sunflower seeds, some corn, some different grains in there. I'm not sure it's going to work on the side that I said that has the cage side because, or the grate side, because I'm afraid it's going to fall out. So I'm going to fill this side up first. So there we go. Didn't take too much to fill up. Actually holds less food than our red bird feeder, so I'm gonna have to end up filling this one up quite a few times because these birds love to go at that food, and they pretty much devour it very quickly. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up the side with a grate, and again, my fear is that it's just gonna completely fall out. But at this point, you know, we've got so many birds here that they're eating off the ground. Even in here, right here where Amber is actually standing, they'll just hang out in here and eat everything off the ground. And so there we go. Well, it's actually holding it pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Just thinks it makes it a little bit easier for them to get it. I just didn't want it all to spill out and, you know, just make a mess everywhere. I'm gonna put the roof back on there.
Yep.
All right, so we can slide the roof right back on there. Then we have this part here that's gonna clip right on there. And that's it. And we're gonna go ahead and take it out there and replace our red bird house with this nice looking green one. I'm just loving the color. What do you think?
I think it's gonna attract a lot of the cardinals and redbirds.
Really? Not too bright? You don't think it's too limey?
I don't think it's too limey.
I love the black on it. The black actually looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's not too much of like a super dark green or a super light green.
Yeah.
Just in between.
Awesome. So you want to go out there and hang it up now?
Yeah.
All right. All right, everyone, so we have our bird feeders out already, and I think it's pretty amazing that we're going to be able to see all these birds here in the garden, especially the hummingbird feeder. We found a nice spot back here in the secret garden, and I think it's going to be awesome for them to be able to come back here and eat in that bird feeder here in the secret garden, because we've already seen them swoop in and out of here. They're looking for flowers already. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the flowers other than the rhododendron that they've I think they've stopped on there. Angie said that she saw one of them actually go towards the rhododendron, probably got some nectar off of it. But we don't have that many plants blooming right now. May's just right around the corner. We're shooting this in the last day of April. So May is when all these hummingbirds are gonna start migrating up this way, and we'll start seeing a lot more in the garden. We've already seen a lot of them kind of flying around here, so it's gonna be pretty exciting to be able to get them in here in the secret garden. And then just to sit out here, and again, Amberlyn wants to learn that photography stuff with the birds and wildlife. She's pretty excited about it, so we're gonna get her to start doing some of that stuff. But we have the bird water, we have the new birdhouse up, and it's pretty exciting because we actually just already saw a red house finch that was on there. And I'm gonna try to put some video at the end of this video with some of the feedings and some of the birds that are coming around. We already see them coming around here. We're already listening to them. They want us to pretty much leave because we're standing right underneath one of the other bird feeders. And the cardinals are flying around pretty much everywhere else. So we're going to try to finish up this video so we can get out of the way. But it's pretty exciting. Are you excited for this? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have our other bird feeder here that Amberlyn cleaned off because it was pretty dirty already. We want to get it nice and clean and probably find another spot for it to put somewhere else out in the garden, because again, the birds are just all over the place here, and it's exciting to have all the wildlife here. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to put the link down below for Kingsyard. So you can go ahead and check out all the bird feeders they have to offer. They have quite a few, and some of them are absolutely lovely. A lot of them come in different colors, including the ones that we actually have here. So it's exciting to be able to have a variety of stuff in the garden, especially some nice looking bird feeders. But again, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. to not only attract hummingbirds, but also nourish and hydrate them. Give you hardworking hummers the fuel they need to keep their high-flying garden performances in top form. Try Katie Hummingbird Electro Nectar product today.